Hello, hello, hello. This is Gregory Drake with EasyMLMGoldMine.com coming to you with day two of the boot camp of why people walk over broken glass to work with me. And I want to reveal to you some things in this particular video series is the reason why a lot of people are actually failing and why I personally failed for 12 long years, not having anyone ever want to join me in business. Um, and to find out that this stuff is actually so simple, so easy to actually to get people to respond to you, that if you just learn a few little simple secrets, there is an actual scientific turnkey way that people will actually say, yes, I want to work with you. Yes, please, what do you have to offer here? Do you want my credit card number, or do you want me to send me a check? Heck, you know what? I even have times where I go to the mailbox and there's checks for thousands of dollars in my mailbox from people who have never even spoken to me. And why? Because I learned to use the thing I'm going to reveal to you today, which is the power of your personal story. Now, to give you a little bit of background about me, the guy who's actually talking to you in this video, my name is Gregory Drake, born and raised in a GM town called Lansing, Michigan. Now, growing up in this town, I had a mindset, and the overall mindset of this town is, you've always got to pay less and get more. And I had no idea that that particular mindset would actually take me to the point where I am now. Now, growing up an asthmatic fat kid with very, very low self-esteem, I knew that I really, really wanted to be a successful entrepreneur, but I really had no idea how to get there. So, I jumped into the home-based business field at the age of 19 because I spent all my childhood watching infomercials. I knew, okay, well, network marketing, way to go. So when I joined this program, it was called Primerica Financial Services, I looked at my sponsor as this God who's going to take me to the land of wealth and happiness and was going to show me how I could become that young entrepreneur making six figures and being able to retire early. He said, Greg, make the list of 100 friends and family, and I tell you what, I will do the rest for you. I'm going to help you get this business started. Well, I guess you can probably have an idea about what happened. I became a member of the NFL because after about 5 or 6 in-home meetings, he alienated everybody he talked to that was in my family, my friends, and I knew this was not going to be the way to go. I knew I had to find a better way to actually be able to become that entrepreneur that I really desired to be. So, what did I do? I became a salesperson. And I will tell you, in becoming a salesperson, I thought it was going to be the best idea in the world, but it put me under so much stress that first year at the age of 20, I ended up having a heart attack. So I was like, okay, there's got to be a better way to do this. And I went and I found another job, but you know what? I still didn't have any time freedom. I still couldn't take the vacations like I wanted to, spend time with my daughter the way I wanted to, and I kept searching, kept looking, found a book called, Rich Dad Poor Dad, taught me how to get back and start minding my own business, and then I found this video on this site called YouTube. It talked about getting free with friends in traffic using MySpace. And my first thought, was MySpace. Isn't that something that's just for kids? And when I found out is that people were using it to make gobs and boatloads of money. I know people who have made over $100,000 actually just using MySpace. And you know what? Once I learned some secrets and some techniques to learn how to do it, my life completely changed. I went from, after, not having fun on my job and I was really bored and hated it a ton, to after about a month and a half, I was making double from home as well as I was making on a full time job. And then within a month after that, I started making more money in a week than I would usually make in a month on my full time job. And that's when I knew, oh my God, this stuff really, really, really works. Now, here's exactly the thing that I really want to go over with you today. I went over in that first video, exactly, what marketing was, the art and science of empowering, communicating, and developing a relationship with another human being based on their needs and not yours. But how exactly do we do that? What do we do? How do we actually do that? And I'm going to go ahead and erase this thing right here. You know what we actually have to do? We use this thing in our system called My Story, if I can type, marketing. Here's some things that you really need to do when you're marketing is you actually have to, get people to know, like, and trust you. And then you have to give the appearance that your business is on sale. I mean, just think about it. And when you go to a grocery store and there's a produce guy there, and he's got the juiciest peaches that have ever been sold in their store in years, and he's giving away these free samples. And you see all these people in there, and you see the looks of ecstasy on their face. You're like, oh my God, these peaches are so good. And the first thing you think in your mind is, you know what? I want some of those peaches too. I want to see what it tastes like. And then it hits your tongue, and you're like, oh my God, this flesh is so soft. It's so juicy. The flavor is so wonderful. I've got to get some of these for myself. And you know what? What do you automatically do? You don't think about it. It's not a logical decision that you walk over and start picking out the peaches that you want to buy. You've emotionally got involved with these peaches. And once you got emotionally involved, then you began to rationalize it. Well, they are on sale. They're only 97 cents a pound. So, they're normally $1.49. So, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and get it because it's a good deal. But what happened in that? The first thing that you did is you got emotionally involved in that peach. You began to fall in love with it. You began to like, oh my God, this is good. This is so great. And then you begin to rationalize it. And that's what happens with a lot of us in our business. We never appeal to the emotion of people. We never get them involved emotionally in what we're trying to offer. So consequently, we end up trying to sell them instead of trying to be that teacher. Because, nobody really likes salespeople. People really, really get along with teachers because of the fact teachers mean security. Teacher mean, hey, that's somebody who's after my best interest and not trying to just give me some stuff and shove it down my throat. So if you can just get those simple concepts, learn how to get your business on sale, learn how to give away free samples, and learn how to become a teacher instead of a salesperson, and you will begin to see the success in your home business that you've always wanted. Again, this is Gregory Drake, EasyMLMGoldmine.com. Stop over to my website. I've got this boot camp. This is actually video number 2 in the series, and I also have some free audios which I'm offering along with the boot camp, but only after you get to day 5. So please jump over to the site. I'd love to see you. Love to be able to have some input from you and help you get your business exactly where you want it to go. Thank you for listening, and God bless.